talking liquid assets. How much can we put together on short notice? I don't give a damn about the board. I'm talking hypothetically and off the record. Great. Good to know.
You know how annoying it is you don't say goodbye when you hang up?
We can do it. With Steffi shares, we can do it tomorrow. This afternoon.
Yeah, if she sells. I mean, my guess is she's making straight for Ridge, which is a good thing because he'll confirm exactly how bad it is over there.
And for your information, Mr. President, hanging up is goodbye. It doesn't require a special word to explain it.
I get it. You are one of these fast, decisive New Yorkers. Caution to the wind, right?
I'm not sure how to take that.
Well, I'm not sure how to take you saying you've just fallen from my father. Oh, but then I remember it's exactly the same way with Rick. Fast.
I really don't see what you know about it.
I know my father could never take you seriously.
If I wanted to have Ridge back, I could have him. Just like that. I'm sure you're not happy with me.
It's a state of affairs I've survived repeatedly. Shouldn't you be off fighting Rick's battles for him?
How about a truce instead?
Why is there never any food in this house?
Are you hungry? That's good. I can behind that.
Can't you buy groceries every now and again, Mr. Takeout?
Look, you want food? Honey, I'll get you food. But I think we both know that, that what's bothering you, I can't get at a grocery store.
You're home.
This isn't my home.
No, I just meant from Italy. What are you doing standing out here?
I was debating on if I was gonna knock or not.
Come on in. You know, she really missed you.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Deacon?
Would it have killed you to call?
Hey, just please leave him alone. Did Hope come back with you?
No. And this would definitely be the last place on Earth that you would see her.
I want to reiterate, Steffi shares plus mine will not get us a controlling interest.
I know that. But where Steffi leads, others with shares may follow. In the meantime, we got to come up with some kind of plan for damage control. Because, you know, take Brooke, for instance. She's not going to be very happy about her son being dethroned.
That on top of her daughters being gone, it's going to be a rough patch. And I don't want to flatter myself, but it's going to be a struggle for her to see me become a married man again.
What? You and Katie?
Proposed and accepted.
Jeez, Dad, you could have led with that, you know. You know, it's not official till you got a ring on her finger.
What do you think? I tied a freaking shoelace around her finger?
Better be a bigger diamond than the last time.
Fortunately, there are a few things I don't need explained to me.
Congratulations, Bob.
Thanks. Thank you.
Let's just say I know your dad in a different way than anyone else.
Wow. What is that supposed to mean?
I know you know we designed together.
And that explains it? You alone in a room with a man nice enough to humor you, and suddenly it
You know,
just...
it's easy to ridicule, but things happen between two people that logic can't always explain.
Now I can understand how Rick got himself into this mess. You're exactly like his mother.
I didn't handle things right with you, Rick and Caroline.
I'm used to you trying to undo the damage that Rick does wherever he goes.
Aren't you gonna ask me if he and Caroline are back together?
They're not. She's not a masochist.
That's what people used to call me when I refused to let go of you.
Until you did.
soup. It's hot. You look cold.
No, she made that herself. She froze it, wouldn't even let me try it.
Does he have to be here?
Well, he's Hope's father, honey. He's been frantic, too.
Look, man, I'm tarred with the same brush as everybody else. She's cut me off.
Is there anything I can do?
Nothing.
Well, maybe I can write Hope a letter.
That would be the definition of a bad idea.
Well, I haven't seen her at all. Maybe if she knew how terrible I feel.
She doesn't blame you. No, correction. She does blame you. She blames you plenty, but not for losing the baby. At least that's what she says.
But not what she means.
How innocent do you feel about it, Mom?
Okay, so 2 questions. Does Quinn know?
What do I give a damn what Quinn knows or doesn't know?
Because the woman doesn't like surprises and she can be a little possessive.
Well, she's got herself an honest-to-goodness criminal to be her partner in crime.
Is he still living over there?
Probably. I think these days she likes a man she can wipe the floor with. Question number 2.
Does Brooke know?
She gave me her blessing.
Really? How did that feel?
Well, let's just say that Brooke gave me an advanced education in myself. We're pretty wise to each other.
So what's she gonna do next if you're so wise to each other?
Oh, that's a sucker's bet. Unfortunately for her, she's going to wander into all too familiar territory.
I suppose you know that Katie and Bill are engaged again.
No. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, well, I wasn't overjoyed at their first wedding, but I've come to see that they're very good for each other.
Well, maybe this is what Katie wanted from the very beginning. I don't know.
You couldn't be a real alternative, could you?
No, maybe not. That doesn't mean you have to throw yourself away on this.
The father of her son? Yeah, that's pretty natural.
No. Gravity is natural. Jumping off a bridge, that's just giving up.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
When I was in Milan...
Yeah.
Did RJ meet Caroline?
How'd you know it's Caroline? What do you mean?
No, I mean, did you spend time with RJ with Caroline?
No, Logan, I didn't.
Good, that's a good thing, don't you think?
Why?
Because I don't want our son to be confused. There's one thing for certain. You and Caroline are not going to be together.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you just gave me your 2 greatest insults. 1, that I'm from New York, and 2, that I'm like Brooke.
Oh, you being from New York is not an insult. Saying you're like Brooke, on the other hand. Well, is there something fascinating I don't know of? Something that would make me think keeping company with a woman my age is just what my dad needs.
Be careful, Steffy.
Is that a threat, Caroline? The apple doesn't fall far from the dollar bill tree, you know.
And just how well do you know my uncle, Steffy? Look, I have no desire to threaten you, and I have nothing to threaten you with, but I just thought that you might want to know that I know more about you than you probably think I do. So taking the moral high ground with me is probably not the best idea. I have no idea why you're back in LA, and frankly, I don't care, but I just hope you have the decency not to jerk my cousin around while you're here.
Excuse me?
Liam is just now recovering from everything that happened with Hope, so the last thing he needs is a surprise visit from the ex-wife who dumped him and left him without any explanation.
First off, you have no idea about that.
Can you tell me that you haven't seen Liam since you've been here?
Liam was the one who called me,
Yeah,
okay?
I find that hard to believe.
We're friends, Caroline. Friends are someone that you admire and you like. It's not that you trap them or try to sleep with them. It's what you could be to my father. Because anything else is nauseating. And his reputation would never recover.
Did this visit have a purpose? I lost track now.
Oh, you're right. Despite my best efforts, Rick and Caroline have not reconciled. Not yet.
But you see something that makes you optimistic.
I don't know. I know my son. And Maya is loyal, but she's not enough of a challenge. My son needs somebody more appropriate, and I believe that Caroline, his wife, has been that. I'm sure there's somebody more appropriate for you, too.
And what do you think would be more appropriate for me, in your view?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought I knew, but people change.
They do. And they don't. Well, look at us. We're not together anymore, but here we are, and you're still trying to mediate between Rick and me.
Maybe it's just me. I just don't understand why people can't get along. I get along with everybody.
My mother would roll over in her grave right now.
Possibly, or possibly not. How about we go to dinner? I don't mean now. Just sometime soon. I mean, there's this strange distance between us that I think we should change. You know, it's good for RJ to see us together. I think it's important.
He hasn't seen us together in quite some time, and you're right, it would be good for him.
Right, okay. So guess what? I'm gonna plan dinner for you, me, and RJ together. It'd be good.
I would like that.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel scared to say anything that'll make you more angry with me than you already are. I feel unfairly judged. And I feel like I should have listened to you and stayed away from Hope. Maybe you put too high a value on her. And maybe she put too low a value on you. And I hurt for you because you lost a child. But you also lost a wife because Hope turned her back on you.
She blames me. It's my fault she miscarried.
But you gave her everything.
Except for banishing you.
You know what? You guys are making this too damn difficult.
You know, I'm not sure that I'm ready for your piercing insights here, Deacon.
Man, we all have a guilty conscience, Wyatt. I mean, there's no blame here. Yes, Hope wanted Quinn to stay away, and then Quinn took issue with that. But that doesn't mean that Quinn had anything to do with Hope falling. Man, awful, crummy, bad things happen in this life. They just happen. And this was tragic, there is no doubt about it, but either we figure out a way right here and now to forgive each other, or we're not gonna be able to move on.
Listen, I know your preferred technique for dealing with Ridge Forrester is to eject him from some convenient aircraft, but I think we're gonna have to be a little more strategic than that.
I'm okay with punching his lights out.
Yeah, you're good at that. But for one thing, Ridge is a major shareholder at Forrester, and the only reason he would ever come to Rick's defense is to actively oppose you. And to add to that, this whole situation with Caroline, it seems like she has genuine feelings.
Don't even go there.
I know, but we have to be careful. Because Steffi is not going to help us if she thinks we're out to sideline her father.
Well, this isn't the same dialogue. It has to go back.
Oh, we all need to go back now and then.
You know, maybe we all tried to make something work that was never going to in the first place. You know, they always say you should go after what you want in life, but no one ever warns you what may happen when you actually get it.
Honey, I don't see that you should have any regrets.
If she wanted to be with me, Mom, she would be. She only stayed with me for the baby, not me.
Okay, you know what? I can't stand to watch you two do this. You're both being so hard on yourselves. Wyatt, Hope tried to do what she thought was the right thing to do. And unfortunately, very often, trying to do the right thing winds up being the wrong thing.
Maybe we should all be a little more selfish. Selfish is great. Selfish is at least honest. Seems to have worked out for you, right, Deacon?
Don't lash out at Deacon. He's not responsible for his daughter's actions. This has been a really dark time for me in my life right now. I don't want to get into it. You just need to know that I wouldn't have gotten through it if it hadn't been for him.
I feel like I've been chewed up and spit out by that Forrester family. No, I don't need anyone over there to like me. I'm just gonna do my job, support Ivy's line, and keep my head down. See? And you didn't even have to tell me, Mom. Thanks for the soup.
So anybody whose last name is Forrester?
Obviously not a word to any of them.
Even Ivy?
Even Ivy.
Even Steffi?
Don't romanticize anything with Steffi at the moment. For now, she is your job.
Okay. How about anybody whose last name is or was Logan?
No! Those women can't keep a secret. Are you kidding me?
Well, what about Katie? I mean, you don't want to screw things up with her again.
Some people believe there shouldn't be any secrets in a marriage. I'm not one of them.
I mean, she did run Spencer for you, albeit not for long.
Liam, Katie is my job, okay? I'll worry about Katie. Now, I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
The sudden desire to take over Forrester, is it driven by hope? You lost the girl, but you can own the line that bears her name?
Think what you want, Steffi.
When did you get here? You moving back?
Oh, you really think the new CEO would want me hanging around the office?
Maybe not. And I know you come to town sometimes. You don't tell me about it. I've got people everywhere.
Oh, now why would I do a thing like that?
I don't know. You and your brother both. What did I do?
Katie Logan. Seriously, Dad? Oh, Bill Spencer dropped you on your head so you weren't yourself. Thomas and I understand.
So we're good.
You know women fall in love with you all the time, right?
I don't know what that means. Are you changing the subject right now?
You and Caroline? She thinks she's fallen for you. Dad, you have to tell her this can't go forward.
I see.
She and Rick have the emotional maturity of like 8-year-olds. They'll be back together in 6 weeks.
They don't seem to think so.
Dad, you were married to her aunt before she was born. It's not technically incest, but it's enough to turn the average person's stomach. So whatever's going on between you and Caroline, it needs to end. Now.